Okay, everybody's ready?
Yep.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please stay standing while we mention those who have passed since our last meeting. Richard Siegel, George A. Shealy, Gertrude Yerkes, Kathleen L. Depew. Roll call, Mike Check.
Here.
Paul?
Here.
Cassie?
Here.
Bill?
Present.
We have a full board tonight. Fire exits. We go down this fire escape if there's any problem in the building. Don't go down the stairs. This is the easiest, fastest way out. Correspondence, I believe there's none, right? Mr. Kyle, you have any concerns?
No, nothing we didn't discuss earlier.
Okay, and petitioners, this would be a time at this meeting when petitioners would have a chance to come to the podium. If they're on Zoom, they would come on Zoom. If they're in the building here, in the courtroom, you can come up and address any concerns that you have for our agenda or a concern that you have in general.
Am I a petitioner? Could be.
Could be, if you would like.
I think
I believe it's,
Okay.
May I?
yeah, sure. Come on up, Dennis, and state your name.
My name is Dennis Valentine. I own a little barbecue place in Cohasset. And I have been speaking to Cassie and George Montagna, and actually Howard also.
Jim Montana. Jim Montana.
Yes, about hooking the, and I think Mr. Collier has some,
It's number 20 on the agenda.
oh, okay. Okay, so I should wait until,
You can talk now.
You can talk.
It's one of the things that we're going to be executing tonight as an outside user agreement, but if you have any comments right now, just let us know.
no, I think everyone was pretty efficient. I think I did everything that I was supposed to do, right?
Did Mr. Montani come look at your site?
Yes,
Then you're all set.
then I'm all set.
Yeah. After we vote on this tonight.
Okay, so is there any reason for me to hang out? It's just a matter of...
You can
It's up
leave.
to
If you
you.
want, or you can stay.
It'll be half an hour if you want to wait.
No, I've got other things to do. I have to get back to work.
All right.
Okay.
You can probably watch it on your phone.
You could.
Don't drive while you watch it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a good
Have a good
night.
night.
Have a good holiday if we don't see you.
Thank you.
All right, Dennis, good night.
Good night now.
All right, anyone else have any questions, concerns? With none being heard, we'll go to our agenda. Number one is budget modifications. There is none. The board members, we have three signatures signing off on our audited billings. So we do.
Yes.
So we need a motion.
So motion.
Bill makes a motion, Mike seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
That motion's carried. We'll go to our meetings, which is the November 1st special meeting, November 2nd regular and audit meeting, number 5, the November 6th budget workshop, the November 8th budget workshop, the November 9th special workshop, November 16th regular and audit meeting, Number 17, 2023 special workshop, the November 27th workshop meeting.
I'll move 3 through 10.
Second.
Bill makes a motion to move 3 through 10, and Mike seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motions are carried. Number 11, Town Board to schedule the 2024 organizational meeting on Thursday, January 4th, 2024 at 6 p.m. Place of the meeting will be the Town of Owarsing Town Hall, 108 Canal Street, Elmwood, New York. The workshop meeting will be at 5 p.m., and the regular and audit meeting will immediately follow the organizational meeting.
So moved.
Mike
Second.
makes that motion, Bill seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Number 12, Town Board to approve the National Interscholastic Cycling Association High School Mountain Bike Race to conduct a race at Libman Park pending the receipt of certificate of liability insurance from Sprague and Colleen. The dates of the event will be Saturday, May 18th and Sunday, May 19th.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes that motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
That motion's carried. 13, Town Board to approve to reappoint Victor Markowitz as a regular member to the Ulster County Planning Board to serve a 4-year term.
So moved.
Second.
Mike makes the motion, Paul seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town Board to authorize the supervisor to execute an agreement with the Humane Society of Middletown to accept any dog brought to a shelter by our dog control officer, Jill Schulfelt, space permitting. The term of the contract will be from January 1st, 2024, ending December 31st, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes a motion and Mike seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town Board to approve the payment invoice of 23-2702-7 in the amount of $30,307.67 to Delaware Engineering, DPC, for the Town of Owarsing Highway Garage.
So moved.
Second.
Mike makes a motion. Bill seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
15 is carried. 16, Town Board to authorize the supervisor to execute change order number 12 for Darlin Associates, Inc. to eliminate the eave overhang extension on the existing building. This will decrease the contract sum by $16,369 for a new contract sum of $7,203,966.
So moved.
Mike makes a motion. Bill seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. 16, Town Board authorizes the supervisor to execute change order number 12 for Darlin.
No, it's
We're going to
I
17.
just did, correct?
Yep.
Or 17. 17, Town Board to authorize the supervisor to execute change order number 13 for Darlin Associates, Inc. to draw down from $250,000 allowance per specification, section 012100, section 3.3A.1, due to the architectural changes of the countertops per RFI 010. The amount of the drawdown is $12,848. No cents, leaving a remaining allowance balance of $36,522.
So moved.
Second.
Mike makes the motion and Bill seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town Board authorizes the supervisor to execute change order number 14 for Darlin Associates, Inc. to draw down from $250,000 per specification from 012-100, section 3.3A.1 to replace concrete encasements of duct banks within GC Scope, general contractor of scope of work. The amount of drawdown is $11,175, leaving the remaining allowance of $25,374.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes a motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried. Okay. Number 19. Town Board to authorize the supervisor to execute change order 15 for Darlin Associates to draw down $250,000 allowance per specification for 012-100, section 3.3.8.1 to add LP tank pad and additional requirements for generator pad per the RFI number 9. The amount of the drawdown is $7,091, leaving a remaining allowance balance of $18,256.
So moved.
Second.
Mike makes a motion, Paul seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town Board to authorize the supervisor to execute an outside user agreement between the Town of Owarsing to Owarsing Water District and Roundout Partners LLC with an address of 6611 State Route 209, Kerhonkson, SBL 75.4-2-35.112.
I'll make that motion.
Cassie makes a motion.
Second.
Bill seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town Board to authorize the supervisor to execute change order number 4 for Eventus Construction Company, Inc., Owarsing Water District Water Treatment Facility and Wellfield Plumbing for costs associated with the labor and materials for the relocation of tepid water heater. This will increase the contract amount by $2,566.16
I'll move it.
for a new contract amount of $1,140,912.66.
Big contract.
Cassie makes that motion, and Mike seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town Board to authorize the supervisor to execute change order number 5 for Eventus Construction Company, Owarsing Water District Water Treatment Facility and Wellfield Plumbing for costs associated with the labor and materials for the installation of MJ coupling on backwash piping. This will increase the contract amount by $1,250 for a new contract sum of $1,142,162.66.
So moved.
Second.
Cassie makes the motion, Paul seconds it.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
That motion's carried. 23. Town Board to authorize the supervisor to execute change order number 8 for Eventus Construction Company, Inc., Wawarsing Water District Water Treatment Facility, Wellfield Plumbing, for a no-cost contract time extension.
So moved.
Cassie makes the motion, and Mike seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
That motion's carried. Town Board to authorize the supervisor to execute change order number 1 for Ray S. Pantel, Inc., for the Wawarsing Water District Water Treatment Plant and Wellfield for the electrical, for a no-cost contract time
So
extension.
moved.
Second.
Bill makes the motion, Mike seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town Board number 25 to authorize the supervisor to execute change order number 1 for H. Ulsterhout Excavating, Inc., for the Wawarsing Water District 209 Individual Water Service Connections, General Construction, for a no-cost contract extension.
So moved.
Second.
Cassie makes that motion, Bill seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. 26, Town Board to authorize the supervisor to execute change order number 1 for Amity Construction Company, Wawarsing Water District, Local Road Individual Water Service, for a no-cost contract time extension.
So moved.
Second.
Cassie and Paul, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town Board authorizes the supervisor to execute change order number 7 for TAM Enterprises for the Wawarsing Water District Treatment Plant General Construction for a no-cost contract
So moved.
extension.
Second.
Bill makes the motion, Cassie seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town Board to accept bids received on Monday, December 4th at 12 noon in the Town Clerk's office for road materials for the Town of Wawarsing Highway Department from the following contractors. There's 3, J&L Quarries, E. Tetz and Sons, Somerville Quarry.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes that motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. 29, Town Board to authorize the Town Clerk to re-advertise for road material, sand, bank for sand, and then bank run gravel, item 4, crusher run, etc., for the Town Highway Department. These bids are returnable by December 27, 2023 at noon in the Town Clerk's office.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes the motion, Paul seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Town Board to authorize the Town Clerk to advertise for a public hearing to be held on December 21st at 7:05 for the purpose of amending Town Law, Chapter 46, Article 2, 46(9) and B.
And D.
And D?
Yep.
A, B, and D. That's the dog control, right?
Yeah, the dog control, the fee, licensing.
So moved.
Licensing fees, correct. So who made the motion?
I made the motion.
Second.
Cassie makes the motion, Paul seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
That motion is carried. I don't believe we have any additional ones that are not on the agenda, correct?
No, we're behaving.
Correct.
Mr. Pays was at our workshop earlier, but he's not at this meeting, and we've addressed all his concerns in our workshop. And as far as liaison councilman's concerns, Bill Brown,
On the 13th, where Recreation Department, myself, will be meeting with the Oldville school officials and the contractors for the purpose of finding out what areas of the school we're going to be able to use during the summer camp. And we'll be discussing where the staging areas will be for the construction supplies and equipment to minimize the interference with the camp. And on the 14th at the Trudy Resnick Farber building from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., the Ulster County Human Rights Commission will be celebrating the 75th anniversary of the signing of the Human Rights Bill.
right, that's a national bill,
Yes,
correct?
and that's all I have.
That would be Cassie Spore.
Yeah. I had a lovely day today. I went over and spent a little time with the seniors at the Resnick building. And we made snowflakes, and they had a lovely lunch, and they're in high spirits, and they're very excited that on Thursday, December 21st from 11 to 2, they're going to be having a holiday bash with Christmas tree and singing and all kinds of fun stuff. So if you would like to join us, we really appreciate it if you all came out on December 21st. I also have the family of Ellenville is doing Christmas in the Ville, and that's from 11 to 3 on Saturday over at 9 Market. And I want to remind the village residents that you're voting on mountain money to pay for the village portion of the Berm Road Park upgrade, and that vote is the 12th from 6 to 9 at the court at Elton Court in the courtroom. And you should come out and have your voice be heard if you want to spend mountain money on fixing the park. And I think we have one. Do we have one more that we were going to do? Yes. Oh. We are doing a community event called there's going to be a movie at the Ellenville Elementary School Music Assembly Room. They're doing the Polar Express. Doors open at 5. Movie starts at 5:30. Wear your favorite PJs. Bring a blanket because that particular one is cold. And she'll be serving popcorn and cocoa. And it's a really nice event. And even if you don't have children but you want to see the movie, you can come over and get popcorn and watch the movie. So come on out, and there's so much going on in the town of Warsing. That's the 21st. There's so much going on in the town of Warsing and the village of Ellenville to celebrate the holidays. So take advantage of it. Go out and meet your neighbors and have a good time. And I don't have the dates for. Are they lighting the candle today? Do they light the candle at the town square? But I know that they're also doing a Hanukkah celebration at the temple next weekend. I'll get more information and I'll have that put up on our website because they would like the public to come. They're going to be doing food that, latkes and all this good stuff that we all like to eat in church. So they also want the town residents and the village residents to come out to the temple and enjoy Hanukkah as well. And that's all I have.
Paul.
I have nothing for this evening.
You don't want to ask people to come out and vote?
Mike.
I don't have anything else to add except to just wish all our Jewish friends a happy Hanukkah.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, if people are driving down 209 and looking at the highway garage, you can see that they're making a lot of progress. The building will be enclosed, I believe, by the end of the year. The structure is up, the siding is being put on presently, and then over the winter, they'll be working on the inside with the electrical and hoping to be done in somewhere between April and June. And then they'll be working on just the rehabilitation of the existing structure for storage. But the point of bringing it up is the project's going along really well and quickly, and it's looking pretty good. And I've had a couple people go by and say, it's so big and so tall, but what I tell people after I hear this is that the property itself has been raised by 4 to 5 feet of fill. So if you're looking at the existing highway garage, it's kind of 4 or 5 feet lower along the side of the cemetery property, the adjacent property. So it kind of looks a little, when you drive by there, it jumps out at you a little bit, but it's one of the reasons is because they created some fill to build the foundation on, which it was at least 4 feet, 4 or 5 feet. And
Plus, we've got a lot of big trucks, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, the equipment's a lot
equipment's
bigger than
big
it used
now.
to be, too.
oh yeah, of course, and that was one of the reasons for the property, because the existing building was from 1972, and the trucks are bigger now. The snowplows are a lot bigger. Plus, you have very expensive equipment. Trucks are $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a piece, and they shouldn't be sitting out just in the elements. Joe, you want to have a?
Just a question about the old building. Was there any plans for it? Can we salvage or anything or no?
The whole thing is gonna be rehabbed.
It's being salvaged, the whole
Being
building.
reworked.
They're going to be spending close
As part of the contract.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be? Or we know yet?
storage. The existing, I believe, the 2 or 3 bays in the back that are open, they're going to stay open. And there's going to be some enclosed ones like they are now. But like, you don't quote me on the actual widths of the original, the existing one, but if it's 12 to 14 feet, the other ones are wider. And
Basically, all the equipment, hopefully, the plan is, all the equipment will be sheltered
Right.
when this project is done, rather than,
so when you're talking about life expectancy of the equipment that we have, it's going to increase the life expectancy, so you're saving money that way.
Joe, if you went down in the wintertime, you see all the trucks parked outside, there's extension cords running out to keep the trucks plugged in under about 3-4 inches of ice. And it's not a good thing. Plus, the roof was, as I said, like a colander.
I did some work when I was working with Jim Horn, the heating system alone,
Pretty
say
bad.
no more.
Pretty
So
bad.
I get
It was a flat roof also, too, so that's a little, I don't know what engineer designed that in 1872. Hopefully none. Hopefully it was just the average person. But the parks, I think I might have mentioned this at the last meeting, but I think we should talk about it. The rail trail from the sewer plant to Eastern, it's not really to Eastern, but it's that old Bennett House property, which somebody else owns at this present time. It's parallel to the Berm Road. The Open Space Institute has, the county funded a project down there, and we put a bridge in, which is, if you're going from the sewer plant by the Little League fields, it's a ways down before it goes to that Bennett property. It's probably 300 yards from the Bennett property coming back this way. But a very nice bridge, very well put together. It's actually got wooden slabs on it, but every 8 feet or so, there's the ability to replace each link of the bridge. So you can pull out whenever you need to take out some of the flooring that is going to need to be repaired. So. Also, I sat with Mr. Rubenstein from the Somerset Partners with his partner Joe Monteleone last week at Cohen's Bakery, and with our new mayor, Evan Trent, and introduced them to him. And also we discussed the OSI, Bob Anderberg, who is one of the lead folks at Open Space Institute. And after that lunch, they went to the property with Bob Anderberg and his staff and went over options on the O&W rail trail. The train used to go through the back 9 of the golf course where the horse trails used to be. And they have an idea. Initially, they were saying they're going to go down the southern end of the property, come up 209 like it is in Hurley, if you've been up in Hurley before you go to Kingston. So at this point, what they're thinking about is coming onto the property where the schoolhouse is, in front of the schoolhouse, towards the hotel, where the cart path would be for the golf course, which went from the 2nd hole to the 3rd hole, which is parallel to 209, and put it on the property there. This is really in their plan, which everybody has an idea, or not everybody, but the project supposedly is going to be, they've designed. The way that they designed it, they're talking about approximately 80-key boutique hotel with some components of townhouses to the hotel, cottages to the hotel. Then towards the back 9, where the rail trail was, they were going to put 45 to 55 single-family homes, 3, 4, and 5,000 square feet, private homes, high-end homes, and then make a spa facility with medical staff by the Neville Falls. But over by the 209 part, there really wasn't any kind of real construction going there. So they've kind of looked at that. And when I dropped off the 2024 budget to the county on the 4th floor, I went down to the 3rd floor to talk to Dennis Doyle, who's the planning director. And he was happy to hear that because he was pretty strongly saying that it should be in the exact footprint. But if it cannot be, this would be a good option. Again, it's not written in stone now, but what I'm bringing this up for is because Somerset Partner is very active and with the Open Space Institute and actually trying to get this off the ground. They've had a great meeting with the DEC, which is something I haven't heard from him in quite a while. And so that's a good sign. If they can get done in the next few months, they'll be proceeding with demolition of the property, and that's all we can ask for, and hopefully that's going to turn into something good and faster than, we're going to try to shepherd it along within the rules of the town, and hopefully that's going to be a very good addition to the town. Like other board members mentioned about the Wassel event last week, the Joshua Peters, it was really, really nice. I mean, it was such the attendance of the people, the residents, and the people that went to it were fantastic. But it's the amount of floats and fire departments and Orange County and Sullivan County and Ulster County, it was a really, really nice event. Building department's moving along in a good fashion, I believe. I think that's it for the night, and we should have a motion to close the meeting.
Yes, can we also have a small executive session afterwards? I'll make the motion to close the meeting now,
But not to reconvene.
not to reconvene.
Okay.
Contractual.
All right. So who made the motion to
I did.
close?
Second.
Mike made the motion. Paul seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Good night.
Motion